All I do is punt.
Best offensive player and their best defensive player.
Righto, lads, we're going to talk a little bit of boxing. Our boy Tickler had his first fight. He called a first round ending. So we thought we'd get him back on the program to fill everyone in. Tickle Monster, welcome to the show.
Welcome back, Tickler.
Thanks, boys.
Jakey boy.
Yeah, it was good.
So how'd you go?
Yeah, exactly how I said it was going to go. It was sort of one round. It was a minute 40 of just me putting it on him. And yeah,
Just complete and utter carnage.
doctor said he'd had enough. Let him go. So that was it.
I thought you said he was going to be eating canvas though, mate. I wanted to see a big right hook. He goes down, lights out. Couldn't quite get him on the ground.
Well, that was the plan. I had him in the right spot to do that, but they jumped in just before I had that hand ready. I saw him. He was wobbly. I had the hand ready, and the doctor just said, "No, you're not throwing that one, mate. He's already done." So, the results the same. Got it done within one, like I said I was going to, and, that's it. On to the next.
So that's the next question, Tickle Monster. Are you one and done in your punching career, or you're going to make more of it?
I'm definitely going to enjoy the beers and probably get choked out a few more times. Give it a little bit of a break, the boxing, and then I'll come back into it. So I didn't really get touched. I could probably fight tomorrow, but I want to get choked out a few more times first, get a bit more content out.
Tell you what, Tickler, you weren't the only professional fighter to not get touched. I tuned into the UFC today, and I also watched a 3-minute review of your fight. Yours might have been the most entertaining out of it all, and I had to pay $60 to watch that bloody UFC today.
Yeah, it was pretty average, wasn't it? The Paddy Pimblett, the win, his submission, that was impressive. That was a good effort. But that McGregor one, that's atrocious. That is as bad as it gets. Walking in and doing your ACL on your first move. Oh yeah, a lot of unhappy fans with that one.
Paddy Pimblett, boys. Paddy Pimblett, he's a scouser. We don't get knocked out.
Yeah, no, it was
Didn't even get
as
fucking
soon as
touched.
the other guy, BSD, is meant to be a former French SAS bloke, so you'd think he'd be pretty good under all the sort of pressure submissions and grappling, but no, he just pretty much said to Paddy, "Here's my head, start choking it, champ." What I do on my content. He's obviously been watching my videos too much.
Jeepers creepers.
There might be a next collab. You might be able to choke each other out. Tickler.
Well, by the looks of how long he lasted, I'm probably a better chance. That was piss poor.
Oh, God. You've heard it here first. Tickler, he wants to go in the ring with Paddy the Baddy.
Now, Tickler, you spoke very respectfully of Chaz after the fight, which was, you're a good sport, mate. We'll pay that, and good on him. But I want to see round 2. I'm calling for a rematch.
I after that first round, I really don't think that there's ever going to be a rematch. I hope that he actually trains hard and fights again, because he's, we're the same size, we're the same build. He actually might be more athletic than me, so who knows what he could do. But it takes balls even just to hop in the ring. So that was you got to give him his flowers for that. Most people won't get in there and have a crack, and he got in there, and it just so happened that he wasn't as good or prepared as me. But I knew that coming in. That was no surprise to me. I knew exactly what was going to happen.
I think that's the thing. Credit to you, Tickle Monster. You took on the fight and you put the work in, and you said, "I'm going to genuinely prepare for it, and I'm just going to rock up." And old mate might have been throwing a few punches at the punching bag that he kept tagging us in his stories, but you were in the ring with other blokes sparring and doing stuff like that. That's proper training.
Yeah, no, I did. I tried to prepare really hard for it, because I think the group of people that I'm around more sort of know how serious it is. And, maybe he thought that it wasn't really, he didn't expect it to be what it was. But yeah, look, he hopped in. He's got bigger balls than most people, and fucking credit to him for even getting in there. And he didn't give up, to be fair. He's not the one that said stop the fight. It was the doctors and the refs. So I'm sure he would have kept going. And, he's tough. He's a tough fella. Took some, I hit some heavy punches, it felt like, from my end. So good on him. He's great effort.
Speaking of big balls, Tickler, there is a photo circling the internet that was taken of you at this fight. And I haven't showed the boys yet, but the outline of, I don't know what to call it, your cock is,
I don't know what
telling
to
you,
call it. So it goes with the cock.
the outline of this thing is fucking huge.
I think I got a bit of a
whose
semi.
penis are we talking about?
Yeah, not mine, but I must have got a bit of a semi after the ref called it a win, so I got a bit excited, and that might explain it. But no, I don't know. Yeah,
I was about to say,
I've seen the
we
photo.
roomed with the big Tickler for 10. We roomed with a Tickler for 10 days over in San Francisco, and I can give you the hot tip. He's no Sri Lankan from the airport bathroom.
I tell you what, he might be close, or he either had. You might have had 15 socks under there.
It probably would have been my cup, mate. But no, yeah, it definitely wasn't. It definitely wasn't me pecker, because I reckon the Uber driver had me covered. To be honest, the San Fran Uber driver. That's why I didn't want to get in on the cock off. I think he had me covered.
So did we, when we finished up, Tickler, did we launch into a bit of piss and have a big night?
Yeah, oh, mate, as soon as I walked out, first thing I did, hugged the coaches, got the photo, ran straight over, said the missus, and I said to the missus, I didn't bring my phone with me. I don't have my wallet. Fucking please get me a beer. And then 2 other blokes had already bought me a beer, and every single one of them said, yo, you got to delete it. So it was just bang 1, bang 2, bang 3. And then, yeah, went back to the Bayswater Hotel and knocked back probably another 5 or 6. And usually 9 beers, I'll be all right. But geez, I woke up pretty rough this morning, and then went and had another couple watching the fight. So I'm feeling the effects. But you know, I'll get used to it again. Bit of conditioning, a few more beers, and I'll be sweet, ready to go again.
Very good, mate. Well done. We're proud of you at the Outback to Endzone community. You called it. You said you'd put your house on it at $1, anything over $1.05. You said you was going to end it in 1 round. You ended it in 1. Credit to you, mate. Well done.
Thanks, boys. Appreciate it. I just wanted to say, as soon as I saw that Garts Guarantee didn't have my name on it, I knew I was home. That was it. I knew I was fucking home. Thanks heaps, boys. Thanks for the support and getting me on and having a chat. Love it. Can't wait to hear the rest of the potty and see what you boys are up to. Love tuning in. So, yeah, thanks heaps, boys.
Welcome to the Outback to Endzone podcast, boys. Aid in the studio with me, Jamo in the new crib, new place down in Melbourne. How are we, gents?
Good, mate. How are you? How's the new pad, Jamo?
Oh, mate, ripping joint. Bloody, I tell you what, moving houses isn't me funnest sport. That was a good 2-day job, and then sealed it off last night by having a bit of a big night. And I can tell you what, I'm dusty as all fuck today. I was a bit questionable whether I was going to be here for the pod, but I've showed up. I'm showing out a few hydrolytes and a few Paladols, and I'm ready to roll, boys.
One of the worst hungover blokes I've ever met too.
People like, I'm not a great hungover. You're always into me about that, you and Bronco Benny, but he is worse.
Yeah, no, I'll second that. You are one of the worst, but Jamie is the worst. He's the worst. The woat. How was the weekend, gents?
No, it was good. We had a big footy function on Saturday night. We actually got rolled in footy, which was a bit shit. Conditions were terrible. But we had a big best 22 for our footy club in the last 60 years, which was, yeah, it was good. Great to meet a few of the older people and catch up with a few guys I hadn't seen for a few years. That's the best thing about footy, isn't it? It's not so much going and trying to get a kick. It's the mateship that lasts a lifetime. And there's blokes, that I hadn't seen for 2-3 years, and it's like you saw them yesterday, just catching up with them. So yeah, that was pretty good. Then rolled out of bed a little. It was a bit of a battle this morning, but we've pushed through. Had an arvo nap, which was nice. Then went and saw you get your tattoo, my friends.
Yep. Went and perched myself up at a tattoo parlor, and he's proudly displaying the Paraguay flag. I don't know if you can see it on the on the camera there, but it's now official, permanent, not going anywhere. I think that should give me like citizenship, shouldn't it?
You would think so.
Should give me like dual citizenship. So one day when I go to Paraguay, and they should know who I am, hopefully.
We had a loyal listener actually message into the program, and he wants you to name where Paraguay is on the map. I was a little bit unprepared today, but Wednesday's program, I'm going to make sure I bring a world map, and you are going to point out where Paraguay is on the map.
Between now and then, I won't do any study.
I
won't do any study. I won't do any study or research. And I make a promise to the pod, promise to listeners, I won't make a single look at the map or anything like that. I have no fucking idea.
Do you know what continent it is?
Nah. One of my mates said to me today, listen to the program, said to me this afternoon, he goes, you'll have to go over there now you've got the tat and see what it's about. And he said something like, go and check the dino footprints or something. And apparently there's dinosaur footprints over there, and I just said, I wouldn't know the first thing about where Paraguay is, what's next to it, what their landmarks are. I couldn't name a player that played in their World Cup team, but I'm proud of my boys. They're round of 16. I'll never forget it. I can't forget it now. Yeah. But all in the name of good fun. And, if anyone out there is going to make a tattoo bet, don't. But, no, it was good.
Let's get into first down, Jamo?
Unbelievable! Oh, wow! Incredible!
First down.
Well, while we're going to the winner of the week, it's the big fella. Celebrated his 100th game on the weekend, snagged 5 sausages, did a number on the Clunes twos, did we?
Yeah, I had a lot of people post-game, so that's the best game that I've ever played, so...
Love to hear it.
Still couldn't manage to be best on ground because Bronco Benny was running around, racked up 50 touches probably, but no, it was good. It was a good day. I rocked up to the ground. I looked at the start of the year because I knew I was on about 90 at the start of the year, and I was like, I think it's Clunes is whatever, and worked it out. And then no one had said anything. So that morning I just said to our captain, I said to one of the blokes who does all the records, and I said, they're a milestone today. And he goes, I'm not sure. I've been a bit busy. I've been a bit slack with that. So I checked and I said, yeah, I'm pretty positive. He goes, right up, we'll sort that out then. So it was a little bit later and off the cuff, but no, I had a good day. 5 goals, 4. So the kicking boots are still windy conditions.
It was a shocking day for footy.
But the ones that I missed were probably the easiest of them all. But no, it was good. Sloppy old conditions at the home of footy, but had a great day and got a little bit carried away myself last night to celebrate. But
indulge, you only play 100 games once, so...
Yeah, exactly right.
How many would you be on, Jamo, you reckon?
I feel like our stats person might have missed my 50th this year as well, but
I was
that's
going to
all right.
say, you'd have to be 50.
Yeah, I think I've played 50, but I also hasn't really been... Don't really want to be celebrated the way I've been playing this year. So I'm waiting until I find a bit of form, get over a few injuries, and then maybe I might go the tap on the shoulder. I think I might be due for my 50th.
Quick yes or no, counting junior games as a part? No. Yeah.
People, there's this. So one of the teams, a guy celebrated his 250th senior game. Enormous achievement, like awesome effort. But then like the next year he celebrated his like 400th club game. I'm like, you can't celebrate it. Can't celebrate the guy twice in 12 months. Like both incredible achievements, don't get me wrong, but
yeah.
Senior games compared to junior games. Like when you start talking juniors, are you talking when you play 2 games of juniors or
well,
just
I was
one?
about to say because
what are we doing?
That to my point, I've played 300 odd games of footy at Dunstan, like juniors at, and they don't count under 12 because it's not like there's no register.
Yeah.
And someone said to me, "How many games do you reckon you've played at Dunstan?" I said, "Well, does it count that or not?" And I said, "Oh," they're like, "Yeah, well, what do you reckon if you play that?" I was like, 400?
Yeah, exactly.
Which I should never be getting praise for being a 400-game player unless I've played 400 games of reserves footy.
Yeah, no.
Pendles would have played fucking 1,000 games.
Yeah. And the rest.
Absolutely,
But no, enough about me. Let's move on. Second down.
He pretends that he doesn't like talking about him, but
what in the world?
Second down.
The loser of the week this week. Well, it's the fucking bookies, boys. It's the fucking bookies. Jamie, well done, mate. You've got the monkey off the back.
$7 too.
$7. Garts Guarantee. It's finally come to the party. So you've got it up. It took a little bit away from me getting my bet up too, and pretty much calling every game with the exact margin. 2 blokes, 2 wins, $7 for yours, $3.80 for mine. The bookies are going to be scared when Wednesday rolls around and we pull out our selections, but well done to both of us today, mate.
They're shaking in their boots, eh? They're nervous. We've reversed the curse. We're coming hard, mate. The Qatar gets to stay at home this week. Oh, my word. I'm very happy for us, mate. Well done to both of us.
Reverse the curse, you reckon? Well, hopefully that's the case because you've still got an awful lot of clawing back to do to
back $7 winners consistently. It won't be much clawing.
Back $7 winners and you'll be at the Super Bowl before you know it.
I'll tell you what I reckon, Jamo. You put in our group chat, there has been a little bit of slander from other people, and we're not going to name any names or anything, but bagging your ability to pick a winner. And I think that's just what you needed. You were copping it from us too. But you needed the people to start doubting.
An external source.
Exactly. And as soon as they started, you said, I'll show them.
There's nothing more that we love than a dog with a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, that's it.
Tell you what, multiple sources on and off camera and on and off social media have been dishing it out to me, and it was really getting to me, boys. But there's only one way to respond, and that's just respond with greatness, and that's what we fucking did this week. So come on.
Pressure and taken down.
Third down.
This is my favourite topic to talk about every week. Third down, I'm putting pressure on the AFL. The reason,
AFL as in the competition.
the decision makers of the AFL.
He's going to the top of the
He's going to
tree.
the top of the tree.
I'm going to level 5.5, as they say on Fireball. I'm going right to the top. And the reason why I've got pressure on the AFL is I think they need to give priority picks to Essendon.
No.
What
Fuck
Adam,
Essendon.
what Adam said.
And don't get me wrong, this better not happen, and I'll be so angry if this does happen. But they're borderline, should be swapped out for Tassie at this point.
They should be getting demoted.
Yeah. This is beyond a joke, and their list just doesn't look like it's going to get any better. They'll be lucky to get a first rounder for Zach Merritt at the end of the year. They will get a first rounder, but they're not going to get the 3 that they could have got. And there would have been their priority picks. There would have been a whole handful. They didn't even want them. They didn't even take them. Oh God! I swear, if they go to the AFL asking for a handout after they were literally given the option to take 3 first-round picks for a player that's not going to be in anywhere near their next finals window, let alone their next premiership window. My God, that will be the biggest joke. But the pressure's on the AFL. The Bombers fans, we know they're loud. We know they like making a bit of noise, and they're going to be going out to the AFL and saying, "Hey, where's our picks?"
So are you saying they should get picks or they
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But
I
there's
was
just a
gonna
whole lot
say-
of pressure on the AFL to make that happen. Not
As
that I
a
agree
West
with.
Coast supporter, 2-3 years ago, we were like, they won't win a game. Same as Richmond 2 years ago. Won't win a game. You don't just get given handouts. You have to, it's how it works. You turn to shit, you have to draft, you have to recruit well. Essendon haven't fucking done that for 25 years. So whose fault's that? Big Dodoro.
Big Dodoro.
But you look at West Coast, they're not flying by any means. Richmond, they're not flying by any means. But you can see at least there's light at the end of the tunnel because a couple of these young kids are good and whatever.
Good, yeah.
That's because they've gone to the draft. They've brought in players that suit their club and whatever. We picked up Tyler Young from Richmond, young kid that's come across and he's been awesome. You look at Essendon, they've got 4 players that you go, yeah, no, I've got faith in these guys. And the rest of them, you go, their list is awful.
Yeah.
But that's not anyone else's fault but their own. So I've got no sympathy for them.
My last bit on Essendon is if people that want to get Hurdy as the coach, it won't work. I promise you now it won't work. But you've gone your boys' club and got Dean Solomon, and look how that's going. He might be the first interim coach that gets sacked because they are going atrociously. How they beat Melbourne has got me beat. Jamo, I would just be absolutely pumping the bookies on against Essendon. I don't give a fuck if they're $1.01. Put $10 million on it because they're not going to win another fucking game for the year because they suck.
Oh, I love it. The funny part is if they do get priority picks, what the fuck are they going to do with them? They can't draft.
Picnic Cox.
Oh, goodness me.
Archie Perkins.
So bad. They had about another 10 players get less than 10 disposals. But anyway, we'll move on to 4th down, shall we?
Tomlin and McAfee bangs him out of bounds.
4th down.
Hey, Jude. Our highlight play of the week is Jude Bellingham and the Poms going through to the semi-final of the World Cup. Norway score the first of the match. I think it was in the 33rd minute or something along those lines. Bit of an arm wrestle. Jude bangs one home in the 45th minute plus time on just before half time. Poms level it up all at a half. Going into the last few minutes, going to overtime, all tied up still. The man, the myth, he rolls around and does it again. And the correspondent, he messaged me and he said he might just be the best football player in the world. How good it was Jude.
He was so good. And I didn't watch this. I was in the cot. But my pre-tournament pick of Lamine Yamal being the household name. Now, you could argue that it is Jimmy Haaland, Erling Haaland, Jamie's man. But everyone knew Erling Haaland, I felt, even as a non-football watcher. And to be honest, I did know Jude Bellingham. I didn't know he was this fucking good. Jude Bellingham has had a World Cup to remember. He has been one of the top players We'll get to it later, but he's one of the leaders in the Golden Boot. He has had an incredible tournament and just announced himself. Look, I knew Harry Kane, you knew Leo Messi, you know these guys, but Jude Bellingham has gone from you've heard of him to like, oh, wow, he's really good.
It was a little bit of controversy with one of the ones that he kicked. Did you see the ball inbounded out of the goal, hit the camera, drop down, and then England go on and score? So
Outback to football, real. It's doing pretty well too, actually. Outback to football, just while we're talking football, popping off. Darby is doing an excellent job with his reels, his highlight reels. If you are not following and you're a listener of the program, do yourself a favour because, mate, me and you, Jamie, we can't put a reel out there at the moment that gets over fucking 5 likes. He's putting them over 500,000 every second post he does.
For fun. He's doing it for fun. I'll tell you what, boys, I rolled out of me deathbed this morning to watch this game. I didn't want to miss it. I probably 7:15, missed the first 15 minutes, had a bucket next to me because I was dry reaching, and worth every penny. How many times does Hey Jude get sent into the group chat this week? God, he excites me. Fuck, he's a good player.
it could be coming home.
I think he's coming home.
It could be coming home.
I think it's
It would
coming home.
be shut down the streets of.
Oh,
We said New
my
York.
God.
But look, this is the thing. We've got like New York have just won the NBA title, and like that was insanity, bedlam. What if England win the World Cup?
You would
might be
hate
bigger.
You would hate to be walking the streets of
Oh.
the likes of London or something like that on World Cup final day if the Poms got up.
Because it's a whole country, not
You-
just one city. Like New York's an enormous city, and like the videos were incredible. But like the whole English country will just go bonkers.
Yeah. Let's get over there, boys.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it today, to be honest. But oh, well, speaking of World Cup, should we roll into a bit of World Cup news?
Let's go.
Prestige World Cup, worldwide prestige with Adam Tui.
Oh, we love it. So first, I'm not going to lie. This is it was very disappointing for me because it was back on night shift, so didn't get to see a kick of the football for the quarters. We're back off work this week, so I'll be tuning in every day to these semis. But first up, we had France versus Morocco. You boys took the easy, safe bet of France. I tried to be a bit unique, bit pretty, and Morocco put up a good fight, but the French are looking pretty good, aren't they?
Yeah. And I also called the score. So I didn't just go France will win. I said France 2-0. And my man Ousmane Dembele banged on home into the back of the net, which was good to see.
I hate to self-report here, Adam, but I actually did go for Morocco as well, and they just weren't quite good enough, were they? They just didn't quite get there. I'll tell you what, France, geez, they're... Oh.
I saw Mbappe's goal. Darby did a reel on Outback to football. The bloke, did you see this? The nutmeg? Old mate get nutmegs him through to like Mbappe. How are you meant to stop that? Like drops it, touch was elite, passes it through the defender's legs. Mbappe scores. They're looking good.
I watched pretty much all of this game, and the commentators literally said, like, that is one you just can't do much about as a goalkeeper. I was like, well, fucking absolutely you can't.
I've been getting right around Jude, but I tell you what, the cat Mbappe, I think, yeah, there's no arguments there. He's currently the best player in football.
Yeah, there's been a lot of big stories. He's been another one of them. Spain, Belgium, the only person with their team still alive, and
Yep.
we live to fight another day. Another late winner. How many late winners have we had this World Cup?
Yeah.
It has been madness. But Spain get the 2-1 win again. Outback football providing the highlight. To be honest, all of my highlights that I've been watching for the World Cup quarterfinals have come from Outback to football. Look at all them plugs I'm giving Dar and his page at the moment. But the keeper, all you got to do is keep it in the Duke, son. Dinner plates for hands, spills to the ground, back of the net, Spain 2-1. The Spaniel Espanola live to fight another round.
And Lamine Yamal still hasn't kicked a goal.
He's kicked one.
Kicked one.
And Jeremy Doku exits without one.
We leave our golden boot tips because even you've got Dembele. What's he kick for?
5.
5. Oh, that's
I was about to say,
yeah,
he's
you
not
can't
too
say-
far
can't
away.
say
He
he could win it.
He could win it. He's
Yeah.
going to need to do something
Yeah,
very
yeah.
special.
They're
But
pretty special last 2 games. But
Mm.
next one we just touched on the England Norway 2-1. End of the road for your boy Jimmy Haaland, Jamo.
Oh, he was gutless in this game. He was fucking useless. He got subbed off as well. I know he does this, and I know this is his thing. Yeah, they brought him off. I know that's his thing, and that's what he does. But geez, he's just moping around and just staring at grass when the ball's about 30 metres away from him. I was like, he didn't look like he was there. And Norway are rowing their boat home finally.
There was a lot of chants I saw from English fans going, "They're rowing home, they're rowing home. Norway's rowing home," which I found quite funny.
Very good. Chons was sending him through to me as well. He's very excited about those poms.
There's another videos doing the rounds where in the rooms playing the song. I don't know who the player is, but Decky Rice is like, "Oh, he's done his shoulder." Then coach is looking over. He's like, "Oh no. Do, 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 do." It's very funny. And then the vibes in the change room was elite. So if they do win, it'll be very good to see.
Oh, yeah.
Just quietly, what was that England player that like Salah? I only found out this today, but he jumped over the fence or something, broke his arm.
Yeah, he broke his wrist. Jordan Henderson. Oh, we did a reel on that again on Outback to Football, and he got a yellow card, 0 minutes played, and a broken wrist from jumping over the fence at the Mexico, at the Azteca. Broken wrist. That is a very unique night.
That's a stinker.
Yeah, that is
What a
stinker.
shocking way. What a shocking way. If you can go all the way, geez, you'd be spilling on you.
You still get it. Whatever. That'd be the best job because you just sit on the fence and I suppose he can't even clap hands. And the last one of the quarters, Argentina, Switzerland, probably result looks, if you didn't watch, again, I didn't watch, but watched a few highlights, looks like, oh yeah, Argentina won easy, but it went to extra time.
Yeah, no, I watched the same again, watched the majority of this game this morning. Argentina scored, and obviously that was the last leg of Murph's multi, so I was pretty happy, and I'm not sure they win easy here. And Switzerland really fought hard and then kicked one to equalise, and then it was a genuine arm wrestle, and it looked like Argentina had dropped the ball a bit and Switzerland had the momentum. And then when it got into extra time, Julian Alvarez, who's had a very quiet tournament, banged one home, and then they scored again just to really make
That
sure.
Alvarez goal was
Unbelievable, yeah.
That was a great snag.
So
Tell you what, boys, I did watch this one, and this result could have been very different because I can't remember I think it might have been the 80th minute. Probably the Swiss's best player in Bolo got red carded and sent off. And before that, the Swiss were coming. They were looking real good. Like they definitely could have snuck in a late one there. And they went they basically held up to about the 106th minute, I think, without conceding another goal. Could have easily gone to penalties. And unfortunately got done. But a man down and your best man down doesn't probably help. I don't know if he's their best player. I think he's the only bloke I know on the team. So I'm assuming he's their best player. But yeah, very interesting. Just on this, America really buggered up with their timing because in the last 10 minutes of extra time of this game, the Conor McGregor fight was on at the same time. And I tell you what, ADHD was going through the roof, having two tallies parked next to each other, trying to watch both at the same time. It was not good.
That is poor timing by the Yanks. That is for sure. But Switzerland, we said it the other last week, didn't even know they were any good at soccer. To get through to the final 8, well done, great tournament. Well done, the Swiss. So looking forward, our 2 semis, as you call, turn. Your island was, you take over. You called it last week.
Finally, I've had a bit of luck. So yes, I've called the winners for each game, and now we've got France v Spain and England v Argentina are our semi-finals.
And who's going through?
So I've got France to play England, and then Argentina will beat Spain to finish third. France will win, and that'll be your World Cup winner.
So while we're going, because you've been on a heater picking scores, I want to hear what's the scores going to be in both games.
2-1 France over Spain, and 1-0 England over Argentina. So it'll be
arm wrestles.
It'll be a Harry Kane goal, and then I think it'll just be like sort of back and forth, and there'll be a few shots, and I think there'll be a couple of. I'm calling a big save from England's keeper. But yeah, I'll call 1-0 for that one.
I like it. And then the Golden Boot, it's getting to the business end. Messi and Mbappe on 7, Kane, Haaland and Jude on 6. Obviously, Erling's out, so it's just down to Kane and Jude. But to have 4 fighting it out, and even like your boy Dembélé.
And Usman is just going bang, 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 and he's knocking that door down.
2 games, that golden boot, it's going to be a grandstand finish for that.
Well, the one he's not in contention, but your man, Lamine Yamal, is due.
Oh,
If he's as due as it gets. So might feature immersed multi later on the week. So he needs to bang one. But yeah, I don't know. I think I see Mbappe winning it just because I reckon he's going to bang one of Francis 2 home when they win 2-1. But don't be surprised if my man Dembele comes in with a hat-trick. He's been a little bit quiet, so I want to see a big bag of snags from him.
Imagine if he kicks a hat-trick to take the lead. That would be enormous.
Unbelievable. What do you think, Jamie?
Yeah, I think that would be pretty enormous. I think my sort of tip for how this goes is I think old Hey Jude might bang. I think he's due for a hat trick, and I reckon he's my Smokey to come take the golden boot.
He's come flying home
Oh,
late.
yeah. Well, 2-2 the last
Yeah,
2, so he's going good. Well, my results will be Spain 2-1, France. Also, Spain just reverse score to you, Aid, and then England 2-0 against Argentina.
4-2 to England and 3-1 to France.
Shootout.
We're seeing lots of goals. I like it.
I was going to say, I certainly don't mind that because it makes for very good viewing.
Well, that's our World Cup. It's just sad now that there's only 3 games to go in the whole
3
World
games
Cup.
left, yeah.
But yeah, it's been for a sport. We said pre-tournament we were going to get into it, but the amount I've got into it, I'm not sure I've ever been this invested in a World Cup. But it has been fun. Anyway, into the not the island.
The final. Oh, fuck the snapper. It was his fault.
Welcome to the Intern Files with the intern.
Any danger hit me between the nipples, mate. Righto. This week for the Intern File, I'm going to 2010 and the year had by the San Diego Chargers.
The Chargers.
Phil Rivers, Antonio Gates. It was a good team.
Very, very, very good team, which we'll get into that. So they led the NFL in total offense. They led the NFL in total defense, had a 9-7 season and missed the playoffs.
Jesus.
So I'm talking about a team that had Phillip Rivers, Antonio Gates, Sean Phillips, Eric Weddle. I think Phil Rivers that year had something like, he had 4,700 passing yards for 30 touchdowns. Phillips had 11 sacks, 13 touchdowns for Antonio Gates, like a team that had some seriously good players and couldn't manage to make playoffs.
That is insanity. So the number 1 offense and number 1 defense and couldn't make playoffs. It's probably like exactly what you would think about the Chargers. It's like they are a great team, but they can't win when it matters. But they couldn't even win in the regular season in this season.
So, 9-7, and to miss playoffs, it's awfully. It reminds me a lot of the Gold Coast Suns having stars all around the board. And, so not making playoffs is ridiculous. Jamie?
Well, it's quite surprising. Like, they must have been playing pretty well. Like, where did it go wrong? Special teams, that's where I'm looking. Maybe must have been a few. Who was their punter that year? I bet you he
wouldn't have been on Aussie.
But no, as always, if you've got any interesting or weird and wild sporting stats, send them through and you'll get your chance to have them read out on the pod.
I know he's a captain, but you can't seriously like him to play.
You come to hold it. It works, huh? At least I'm consistent.
Now, the Sunday Sledge this week, it is your favourite man. Jim Morton is a cult figure around Ballarat sports, a goal umpire, cricket umpire. We love Jim. Absolutely love him. Can you give us a Jim impersonation?
Yeah, because it's unbelievable.
Over and sanitize.
Back when we played cricket and just after COVID, you have to sanitize every fucking, how many?
5
overs. It was ridiculous. But he's a great man. He a goal umpire there. And I'll tell you what, I've been saying it every week on the pod, but for fuck me, had 2 set shots on Saturday, and both times from the Bronx. Oh, you're on a podcast. Oh, you're on a podcast. Outback to Endzone. It's like, can we come up with some better gear, gents? Like, fuck. We even copped this is day 8 of going to the Super Bowl. I fucking went to the Super Bowl, brother. What are we trying to achieve here? And banged both the set shots. As soon as I left my boot, I just turned to the crowd and just, Didn't even have to watch him go through. It was gorgeous. Unfortunately, wasn't enough. Got done, as I mentioned earlier in the program. But the Sunday sledge for the week was plodding down to the cage in the last quarter, and Jimmy Morton goes, "Oh, you'd be glad that it's not raining." And I'm like, "Yeah, like as a key forward, it's easier to catch the thing when it's not wet." And he goes, "Nah, because your hair's not going to get wet." And I'm like, "You don't even have hair, Jim." He goes, "Yeah, good point." So it was getting sledged by a goal umpire is something that I have not happened in my career. It was a clear first. And yeah, we love Jim, and hopefully Jim's a listener to the program. I'm not sure he would be, but that was the Sunday sledge this week. We have the bye this week. So again, we've had Birdsey, we've had Kappa. Send in who you want to hear their sledges. It might be a good job for you actually this week is sending out a few DMs. We're going to try and continue their sort of get them some other players to give their sledges, so it's not just me waffling.
Yeah. No, I've been on the receiving end of a Jim sledge myself. I would be top 3 in the regards of the Ballarat district for most games that have been officiated with Jim Morton in it across cricket
I
and
feel
footy.
like we have him every week in footy.
One day we played Wendouree up at Wendouree, and I was just batting away and whatever, and we'd had a bit of a batting collapse. Shock. Typical of Dunstan back in the day. And I was just leaving balls outside off from their spinner. And he walks down, he goes, "I'm giving you free runs, mate. What are you doing?" And I just said, "Fuck up and bowl, mate." And he's turned around like a little kid at school, and he's like telling the teacher, he's like, "Oh, Jim, did you hear what he just said? Did you hear what he just said?" I just said, "Just fuck up and worry about your bowling, mate. Try and get me out." To which Jim walked down the wicket past me and just said, "And why don't you worry about the batting, Aiden?" So no, he's a serial banterer while he's umpiring. I got one playing football yesterday as well. It was from the Clunes coach or someone from the Clunes bench. I'd taken a mark on the wing, so I did like a little 45 kick inside. Ended up going and getting the handball back. Second effort, gut runner. Look at me and how athletic I am.
Emphasis on the gut.
Kicked it inside forward 50, and one of our forwards just got outmarked, and their coach goes, "What a shit kick, Murph." And I turned around and said, "Why don't you worry about manning me up, brother?" To which he had a good giggle at, and then I got dragged and put on the bench not long after it.
Yes, no, well, you wouldn't have had any because you've still been with the injury bug. We had any Uber sledges or any sledges from that sort of side of things, Jamo?
No, all clear on the Uber front, mate. Still haven't worked up any confidence to get back and behind the wheel after that last one. Nah, I'm kidding. Nah, nothing for me, mate. No, nothing to report.
Very good. Well, we're on finishing up with guesswork, are we?
Oh, this is a good one, boys. Make sure you go get your pen and paper out.
Fuck. I have no fucking idea. Garts Guesswork off to a flying start.
You were going to get that.
Yeah, no, this is a cracking segment.
All right, boys, this segment, I feel like the last couple ones have been quite good. We're getting better, and today I reckon it's going to be our absolute best one. What's the score check overall? Is it 8?
8-0.
8-0.
See, do you know the reason why you're getting better, Jamo, is because we don't have to tell you how to run your segment. You're actually doing a bit of
He's doing the work.
Creating the segments so we don't have to edit them mid-pod.
Can confirm I've been doing the same amount of work. All right, so how this week is going to work, boys. This one's called Real or Not Real. So you're set up with your arts and crafts there. You've got a piece of paper that says real or not real. The theme of the week is names. I'm going to read out names of players across different sports, and they're all going to sound like they were made up by a drunk football commentator. So crazy names. You've got to tell me if they're real athletes or if I've just completely made them up 10 minutes before we film this podcast, okay?
Bit of Key and Peele type setup.
Are we stealing someone's, are we reheating the soup, are we? Am I stealing someone's idea?
No, they've done one where it's just like NFL players.
Names
be like,
yeah. That's a great one. All right, each point, 1 point for each correct answer, okay? First one I've got, we're going to American football. Storm Duck. I'm going to count you in and you're going to show your sign, okay? Storm Duck, American football player. 3, 2, 1. You're both correct for a point. Off to a fly. Okay, 1-1. Second question. American football player. Bumper pool. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, Turn takes the lead. He was real.
I've known the first two, so
Ooh. Third one. American football player. Speedy Noyle. 3, 2, 1. Both incorrect. He was a real player. Speedy Noyle. Okay,
Never heard of
2-1 it
Speedy.
remains. Fourth question, baseball player, MLB player. Jazz Chris Holm. 3, 2, 1. Adam would be correct to level it up. He was real.
slide up again.
Jazz.
How many we
They-
got?
They've all been real so
Yeah.
far, so I thought one of them had to be not real.
Okay.
How
2-2.
many we got, Jamo?
We got 10, mate. So this is
Okay.
question number 5. MLB player, Blade Sneddon. 3, 2, 1. He is not real. Both incorrect.
Oh,
I've just made him up.
cool
Okay.
name.
You didn't chat mate him up. Don't lie.
No, I made this one up. With chat. Okay. Question number 6. AFL player, Arlo Draper. 3, 2, 1. Both correct. Plays for Collingwood. What's that? 3-3?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Question number 7. Back to the NFL. Tarker Charlton. 3, 2, 1.
He's real.
Oh,
Bang!
He's real. First round pick to the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
That's got to be one of them ones where, you know how back in the day they used to name their kids after things they love? I'd name my kid Taco.
All right. What's that? Got us 4-3.
4-3.
The next one. American football player. Rocket Sanders. 3, 2, 1.
He's a fucking Cleveland Brown, you beauty.
You are correct.
To correct Jamie,
Again.
his actual name is Raheem, but he's known as Rocket Sanders. So I probably
I
should
had to
get
ma-
another
had to
point
make-
for that.
No, you don't get another point. It should be taken off, I reckon.
I've never heard Rocket in my
He
life.
scored our first touchdown last year
There you go.
because it was like Sanders scores the first touchdown for the Browns. but it
Oh,
wasn't,
that's right. Yeah.
Shador.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
So- That's another W.
Yeah, finger can't
Yeah,
win.
no. It's 4-2, isn't it? 4-2?
4-3.
Nah, 5-3.
5-3.
5-3.
Yeah, there's 2 more questions. Question number 9. We're going to back to the NFL. Diesel Dempsey. 3, 2, 1. Takes a while for the light to. And I declare 9 straight wins. To
The
Adam
Donald
City.
Trump day.
Who was the last
Uh,
one? What was the last name?
Wonderful Mons.
Not real.
Yeah, not real.
Former baseball player.
There you go.
Wonderful. It's wonderfully good beating you. We actually had a message during the week, and I think next week might be the way, Jamo. But we have a loyal listener, a great friend, a Bills fan, want to join Garts Guesswork and take intern's spot.
I'll let him do it.
Or we go a 3-way. I'm not against.
Whoa. Whoa. Brother, I love you. Not that much.
But actually, we're groomsmen of this guy's wedding. Jerry Clifford, a great friend. He is. His tism is just ridiculous facts, and he is a quiz guru. If I beat him in Garts Guesswork, he will never, ever hear the end of it.
You just won't.
Probably not, but it's a free hit for me.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't lose to you, so
There's there's how many weeks left of the year. I'm just going to chip away. You just watch. I'll get one win and then it'll snowball.
It's worse than Garts' fucking guarantee.
Yeah.
You rolling
Hang on,
eight?
hang on, no. Give me a week off. Come
Yeah,
on.
no. We're not having any Garts' guarantee or Murph's multi-slander this week at all.
No, come on.
We're both up, so don't you dare.
We don't get it very often. Come on.
Oh, shit. Nah, well, let's just keep that in the back of the mind for next Sunday. What's the plans for the week, Jamo?
Plans for the week. I still need to build me bed frame. But yeah, we do have a bit more exciting news. They're slowly Outback behind the scenes. We're slowly expanding. We're slowly growing. I think it's been the most exciting thing has been seeing how big. I know we've banged on it a fair bit tonight, but Darby is absolutely killing it on Outback to football at the moment. I tell you what, definitely give that one a follow. He's absolutely killing it. What else do we have on, mate?
We were meant to have Will Levis on the program on Saturday, but he had to reschedule. So we're hoping to have him on this upcoming Saturday. Billy Levis, great man, quarterback in the NFL. He'll be a great chat. Hopefully Sunday release, or don't know when we'll release it, but hopefully we chat for Saturday. If you've got any questions for Billy, let us know. I think this week too, Jamo, actually, I think we might make the trip down to Pro Kick Australia. I haven't even told you about this, but
No, you
I was
haven't.
chatting to Chappie, Nathan Chapman, the head of Pro Kick Australia, over the weekend, and I think we might be headed down there to get a little bit of content with the Pro Kick boys.
Exciting. That's awesome. How good is
It's
that?
just about a 5 million hour drive from my house to their facilities where is it, Jamo?
They got a few different ones, mate.
The
I'm not sure which
Moonlap
one.
or whatever it's called. What is it called?
Mumbulk.
Mumbulk, yeah.
Oh,
Never heard of the joint in my life.
I've literally moved about 10 minutes away from Mumbulk to about now an
Oh,
hour
isn't
and
it?
20 away. I might have to
Also-
go pick up the rest of my clothes that day.
Yeah, oh shit. Yeah, well, we probably should have done it while you were still at your folks, but I think that's going to be on the cards. Yeah, it's going good. People waiting for the draft stuff. We've just had a few little hiccups. It is coming though, so if you're waiting for the next episode of our draft trip or Jamo's draft trip, that's coming. Our trip to America, November, it's happening. Over the next couple of weeks, you will start to hear more and more about that. If you're interested in listening, DM us, let us know.
100%.
Before we sound like salesmen, because I fucking hate it, I reckon it's time to see you around like a whistle.
See you, like a whistle.
See you, Russell.